Okay, so hello and good morning. Thank you for coming. I hope you're all well. Okay, my name is Nicola. I just need to run through a few things with the building so that you're aware. If any of you need the toilet, you come out of this door and there are some toilets behind us here. Okay? In the case of an evacuation from the building, if there is a fire, we can either exit through this door here or here and the door at the end of the corridor, and we congregate in the car park at the end there. In case of a medical emergency, there are first aid kits in the kitchen and in the main reception, and I am a trained first aider. Okay? Now, I know that I have spoken to you all individually and you've all filled in your medication forms, what I call a PARQ. Has anybody's circumstances changed? Is there anything that I should be aware of today? If so, you can come and tell me privately now. If not, we're fine to move on. Okay? All good. Okay, so just so you know what I'm planning to do, I'm going to run through how to get into the perfect Pilates stance, walk through a couple of the theories, then we're going to warm up those muscles, help with the mobility while standing. We're then going to go down into a main section onto the floor, do some mat exercises, come onto our front, our side and our back, working on strengthening, lengthening, your stability, and again working on your mobility, okay? And then we'll have a last final lovely stretch session just to help that flexibility and stretch out those muscles that you have worked so hard. Okay, right. Just so you know, if you need a drink of water, please feel free. I did ask you all to bring water, so that's fantastic. If any of you don't have water, there is a kitchen at the back. Please feel free to pop and get it. This class is for you, so please work to your ability. I will be giving different options. Please work to where you feel the most comfortable. Okay? All right then. Okay, so to begin with, let's just get into the perfect Pilates stance. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to look down at your toes, and your second and your third toe, I would like you to put in line with your knees and make sure that your knees are in line with your hips. If you want to put your fingers on your hips, you can. So just think that line in between your toes is in line with the hips. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is just be aware of the weight that you're distributing into your feet. So we can just rock forward slightly and back and forwards and back, and just space those toes out and just evenly distribute the weight through the feet, making sure your big toe through to your little toe is nicely spread. You're putting the weight evenly. Imagine you've got 4 points, one by your big toe, one by your little toe, and 2 at the back of your heels. Okay, you can have slightly soft knees, so we're just coming up to look at the pelvis. I'm going to talk to you about neutral spine. So what I'd like to do is look at tipping our pelvis forwards and back. So I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me. So imagine your tailbone. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip the pelvis forwards. If I've got my tailbone, it's flicking out here. The lower spine is curved out, okay? And now I'd like you to tuck that tailbone under, making that lovely C shape with your spine. Okay, we're going to do that again. So take it the other way. Now imagine this is your number 1. Okay, we tuck it under. That's your number 10. So we'll do that a couple more times. Take it forwards and back. That's lovely. And again, take it forwards. That's your number 1 and back. Okay, I'd now like you to bring that back to what you feel is your number 5, okay? So that's the midway for your body. All of our bodies are different, so this is so that you feel comfortable. Another way of checking this is if you put your third finger together and your thumb and place that underneath your tummy button and place that there. Again, I'll turn to the side, and that line from there to there is flat. Okay, so when you stand normally, you might find that your pelvis is tilted forwards a little bit. To have a nice straight line from there to there. Okay, so now our pelvises are in the right positions, you can relax your hands down. Okay, so I'd like to think of your spine nice and strong and long coming through that body. So just like you to be aware of your central area, okay? Now we've got a set of muscles that run down the centre of our body, the rectus abdominis. We've got a band of muscle that comes around like a big elastic waistband, a transversus abdominis, and we have like a sling of muscles, our pelvic floor. So what we want to think is that we're starting to just gently pull in our whole centre, just to help support our spine. I'm just going to do a little bit of breathing with you. So I'd like you to breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just a nice stream. So breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So just nice and gently, not too full. So as you breathe in this time, I'd just like you to fill into the ribs, think of them widening. And as you exhale through the mouth, just think about the whole central area, just pulling in just a little bit so that you're becoming aware of that area. We'll do that a couple more times. So breathing in through the nose, pulling the ribs, exhaling, just strengthen that central area. One more time, breathing in through the nose, fill the ribs, exhale. Okay, lovely. I'd like you to shrug your shoulders up and down for me, so bringing them up to the ears, and down, and up, and down. Okay, I'd like you to turn your head to the right for me, to the centre, over to the left, and back. Okay, up to the ceiling, not too far, and back down. Chin to chest. Okay, we'll do that again. So head to the right, to the centre, over to the left, and to the centre. Up we go, and down. Let's roll those shoulders back all of the time, just keeping your neutral spine and that pelvis stability. Okay, let's move on to floating arms. So pelvis stays the same, we've got our neutral spine. We're going to pull one arm up and bring it back down. And bring the other up. So keeping the back in the stable position, just moving through the arms. That's it. Okay, I will sometimes give you a breathing pattern. This is completely optional. If you're just starting, don't worry about the breathing at all. Just concentrate on the moves. But if you've been doing Pilates for a little while and feel that you would like to try the breathing pattern, it's an option. Okay? So let's breathe in as we lift the arms. Exhale as you lower. Breathing in as they come up. Exhaling as you lower. Let's do both together. So up we come, keeping that pelvis stable, and down. Now again, we're all different, so our arms may only go up to a certain level. This is fine. Work with your body. And again. Up we come. These are looking great, and down. Up we come. Okay, this time I'd like you to give me a little back bend. So a little stretch, coming down and bring those arms down to your side. I'd now like us to lean over to our sides to start to warm up our sides and coming up the other way. So you're sliding your hand down, reaching it down towards that knee, and up it comes. So this time see if you can just go that a little bit further. And up. And you might find that you're stiffer on one side than the other. Again, that's perfectly normal. Just become aware of your body. One more time each side. That's great. And up. Okay, I'd like you to bring your hands up so that they're in front of your chest. What we're going to do is we're going to scissor the arms, but we're going to take it out to the diagonal. So just out, not past our body line to begin with. And back. Now the other way, so we open up. So opening up that chest. So again, not past the body line, just to either side. So ideally, at the corner of your spine. Okay, now I'm going to add a twist just to warm up. So face the back, turn face to the back, and forwards. And again, to the back, and again. See if you can get a little bit further this time. So we're twisting around, warming up the muscles in the back, down to the bottom, opening up that chest. Last time this way. Just relax those arms down for a moment again. Roll those shoulders back. Okay, we're going to go into a squat now, so just make sure that you're still in line. That second and third toe are in line with your hips. And we're going to sit back. As if imagine if you've got a chair behind you. Okay, and up we come. Now what I want you to make sure is that your knees are not coming over your toes, and work with your body. Okay. Turning to the side so that you can see me. Coming down, but let's not take it past the 90-degree angle. Couple more. Are we all okay? That's great. So just come back to standing position again. Realign yourself. Okay, so we're going to lift our right foot. Just flex and point. Flex and point. And bring it down. Let's do the other side. So flex and point. Try to keep strong within the centre. Alternate knee raises. You can have your hands here, or you can have your hands out to the side, depending on how you feel more comfortable with your balance. Okay, so we're going to lift the knee up and bring it back down. Then the other side. I don't want it to come up any higher than the 90-degree angle. This is balance challenge. So just look ahead of you. Focus on a spot ahead of you. That's it. And down. Up you come. Just think about making that centre strong as you lift to help support the spine. Okay. Option, you can either stay here or we're going to add an opposite arm. So we take the arm up and down. Up we go. Again, work with your body and what you feel is best for you. One last time, one each side. And bring the hands down and check your alignment again. So now, what I'd like us to do is just lift our arms up to the side. We're going to lift our knee up, open it, bring it back, place it down. Other side, bring it up. Open to the side, bring it in. Doesn't matter if we have a little wobble, this is what we're working on. Okay, up we come, to the side, and centre, and down, that's it. And up we go, to the side, up, and down. And bring those hands down, a couple of shrugs up again. Okay, so now what I'd like to do, let's take our hands up nice and wide, really extend through those arms, and then bring them back down again. I'd like us to do that again. Up we come, really extend through those fingers, and down we come. I'd like us to take our leg out to the side, slight bend, make sure those knees don't go over the toes. I'm just going to lean over to the side, extending that stretch, bring it over, other side. Really extend through that finger, that's it, coming up. Let's bring those feet back. come forward and I'd like you to brush the floor. Okay, we're going to come up, we're going to circle the arms. We're going to take it into a wide squat. Just hold it there for a moment. We're then going to close the hands and the feet in and bring them down. We're going to do that again. Okay, so let's extend through those fingers. Imagine shots of light coming out through those middle fingers, really opening up that chest. We'll do that again. Working through. And out we go. That's great. Take the leg to the side and lean over. Come back up, other way. Bring that hand down, bring the feet and the arms in. Check your stance. Bring those arms up. Take it back. Come forward, brush the floor. Slight bend on the knees. Up we come, take it wide. Okay, and closing in. That's great. Okay, so relaxing the hands down. I'd like us to do a couple of roll downs. So just check your stance again. Check the alignment. Just make sure that you're in the neutral spine position. Relax those shoulders. Have that gap by the ears. So nice and slowly, we can take a deep breath in. As we do so, nod the chin. And slowly exhale as you roll down the body. So go as far as is comfortable for you. We're going to inhale at the bottom and exhale as you come up. We're going to do that again. Okay. So you're breathing in as you're nodding your chin. Exhaling as you're walking down. Inhale at the bottom and hold. Let's just swing slightly from side to side. Coming back to the central area. And up we come. That's great. So I'd like you now to come to the end of your mat. We're going to do a roll down and then I'm going to bring you down onto the floor. Okay, so come to the end of the mat that you feel comfortable. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so last time. So we're going to nod the chin. We're going to slowly roll down. Walk the hands down. And this time, what I'd like you to do is just to slowly walk your hands out so that you're coming into the tabletop position. You can come down onto your knees. That's it. That's great. Okay. So coming into tabletop position. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to check your posture. So your knees should be in line with your hips. Your hands should be in line with your shoulders. Okay, now what I want you to imagine, we want to get this whole central area just working. I want you to become aware of that. And a good image for you is if you've got a candle underneath your tummy, imagine it's just here and you're just lifting up lightly so that you're just lifting it over the top of that candle. Ideally, I want you to think of that lovely, long, straight spine. Think almost that you've got a tray of drinks on your back. And through this exercise, we're going to keep the drinks nice and we're not going to spill them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to extend just our arms to begin with. What I do want to check is that your leg from your hip to your knee is straight. Don't sit back here. What we're wanting to do is be in that position. Okay, so thumb to ceiling. We're going to start to extend that hand up and then bring it back down. I don't want your back to be moving at all. It's nice and strong. Think about that centre. And what I want once you've completed that last one. Just rotate those wrists around. One way and then the other. Okay, so coming back up onto all fours again. Just reactivating that centre. Think about the lovely long straight spine. Now we're going to lift the legs. So we're going to lift the leg up. So keeping the pelvis facing down. And make sure again that we don't overarch the back, that it's nice and long, and then we're going to bring that down. Then the other leg, we take it up. Nice and long. Think through that toe and bring it in. So the important thing with this exercise again is that our back is staying in the same place. We're not taking the leg too high, and we're really thinking about extension through the feet here. Imagine a shot of light coming right out through your toes to those side walls. And still remember to think about that handle underneath your tummy. Make sure you're firing into your glute, into your bottom muscle as you're lifting. You can just lift that back a bit more if you like. That's it. Okay. I'm now going to add the two exercises together. So if we do one more leg lift, and then bring it down. Now you can either choose, depending on your body, you can do alternate arms and then alternate legs, or if you're feeling strong enough today, we'll add the two together, opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so we're taking that out and bringing it back. Again, extension, not height. Think about the lovely straight back, but we have stability through the back again. Making sure that you're looking down towards the mat and not up as you look out. Think about having your thumb facing the ceiling. You can take that a little bit higher, that's great. And remember, at any point if you do want to rest, you can. We're working at your level, remembering this class is for you. Okay, one more on each side. And really think about the flow when you're doing this. So nicely flowing through these movements so that it's almost a long, continuous move at a continuous speed. That's wonderful. Okay, so when you've completed your last set, just relax back. Come back into what I call child pose. Feel that lovely stretch in your lower back. Is everybody okay? Okay. So just extend those hands out in front. What I'd like us to do is just walk your hands round to the right hand side. So if you're on a clock face, either to your number 2 or to your number 3, and place your left hand on top of your right hand and just relax down. That's a stretch down the side there. Okay, let's walk those hands back to your 12 o'clock. Now I'd like you to take them down so that they're either at your number 10 or that you're at your number 9, and your right hand goes on top of your left. And let's bring that back. Okay, and now I'd like you to come out in a way that's comfortable for you onto your front. Okay. So what's important when we're lying on our front is that we don't let everything just relax into the mat. I still want you to think about the central area being activated. Okay, so a couple of images that could help is either maybe a marble underneath your belly button, so you're just lifting it up over that. Or if you can imagine, I'd like to come along and just put a little piece of paper underneath your tummy, that you're just lifting it. So again, it's not really tight, it's not really strong, but it's that gentle activation which helps with the strength on your spine. Okay, so we're going to come down and do an exercise called the dart. Again, I will give different modifications. Again, work with what you feel is right for you. So what I'd like you to do is, if you watch to begin with, I'm going to have my hands down by the side. Okay, now the exercise is to lift the head up and to turn the hands towards the leg. And then we relax back down. What I want you to make sure is that you slide your shoulder blades down the mat as you come up, So we're going to work, squeeze those muscles, up they come, and down. Now if you find it too much lifting your head, you can remain with your forehead in the mat and just retract those shoulder blades back and down and place them back into the mat again. Okay? So work with the level that you feel is right for you. If you do want to come up to that slightly harder level and it's too much, come back down and place that forehead in the mat. So just remembering keeping the shoulders down, and imagine you're almost squeezing a pencil with your shoulder blades. So really pulling, that's it, into that area there. So nice and smoothly, really concentrating on the move that you're doing. Just breathing quite naturally through this one. And think about the muscles that you're working into. Just nice and slowly. Working really well. Okay, let's make this the last lift. And down we come. Okay, so now I'd like us to move on to the legs. So we're leaving our hands in the same position. Now, our hips are staying in the mat at all times. We're reactivating that tummy, okay, and we're really working into the bottom muscles here and into the back. So we're going to lift again. For this one, I want you to keep your forehead down in the mat at the moment. We're going to lift and extend one leg and bring it back down. You're firing into the bottom cheek. And then through the other. I don't want it coming too high, I don't want the hip lifting off. It's extension, not height, that's important again through this exercise. If you would like a breathing pattern, you breathe out as you lift, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift, and inhale as you lower. Now if you're feeling stronger today, what we can do is move on to both legs together. Okay, please only do this if you don't have any lower back issue and if you feel comfortable doing so. You must activate the glutes in your bottom. So up we go, pointing those feet, and down we come. Nice precision, with nice flow, thinking about that centre, thinking about your breathing, thinking about the muscles that you are working. Okay, now I want us to add those two together. So we're going to add the top half, the dart, so if you just have a quick look. Okay, so we're coming back to the dart top, so you can again have your forehead in the mat or lift, and you can lift alternate legs, or both together. Now if you're doing both together, that is a strong exercise, so please make sure you activate the muscles in your bottom when doing so. Just remembering not to lift the legs too high, squeezing the pencil in the back. Okay, make this your last one. Fantastic. Now just relax for a moment, and when you're ready, if you come over so that you're lying on your sides, so that you are facing me, so that you can see me. Okay, so you should all have a block. You just check your block quickly, make sure it's clean, there's nothing you can catch yourself on. Okay, what I'd like us to do is come down to our sides. We're going to place our hands above our head and place our block on our arm here. And what I'd like us to do is just to check our positioning, okay? So just look down and make sure that you can see your toes. And this just makes sure that you're in the correct position. Now what I want you to do is not to roll forward and not to roll back, okay? I'd like you to be stacked. That's fantastic. Okay, now you can have the choice of having the arm here, or if you're feeling a little bit stronger today, you can place the arm here. Okay, single leg lift. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to point your foot and lift. We're then going to flex the foot and lower down. We'll do that again. So not too high. Point and lift. Flex and lower. And as you do this, as we come up, think of the extension through the leg. Flex, and now I think of squeezing against a squashy ball. That's it. Think about activating that central area. It's just pulling in and up slightly and squeezing back down. Breathing pattern is optional. If you would like it, we breathe in to come up, exhale to flex and lower. So just trying not to rock forwards or back. You continue keeping it nice and slow with that continuous move through. So not too high. If you just bring the body just a little bit. So either continue with the single leg, for those of you that have done a little bit more Pilates and are feeling stronger, we can now move on to the double leg lift, but what I'd like you to do is I would like you to lift both legs up, and we're going to do the same exercise again. So we're going to lift the top leg, then flex, then bring it down with that leg up high. Okay? If not, just continue with the single leg. We'll do a couple more, remembering if at any time you need a break, please come down and relax. Okay, when you've completed, just relax the legs down. Are we all okay? You need to bring your leg up, give that a rub. So it's just working into your bottom, activating that tummy area. Okay, we're going to move on to an exercise called chalk circle. So what I'd like you to do is to bring those legs up in front of you to a 90-degree angle. Bring the arm down from underneath the block. Have your head on the block here. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is we're going to open up the chest here, lovely, lovely stretch. I'd like you to squeeze the thighs together. This activates the pelvic floor. Okay, and I'd like you to try not to rock back too much with this move. So we're going to have the hands out in front of our chest. And I want you to imagine that our middle finger is a piece of chalk. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it up and above our heads, follow it and turn our heads as we come back. And then come back across our body, coming up to the front here, and continue again. Off we go. Carry on. So really opening up this chest area. If this is too much for any of you, and any of you have any shoulder issues, you can bring your hand onto your shoulder and just rotate your shoulder like this. Okay, if you'd like a breathing pattern for this today, you can breathe in as you come halfway across. Exhale as you do the bottom half of your circle. So keeping it nice and slow. A nice flow throughout that movement. Each time trying to aim towards getting that hand on the floor, and if you can get that hand on the floor, trying to always put that shoulder blade down. reverse the circle. So taking the circle the other way now. Try not to roll back with the hips. Squeezing those thighs, activating that pelvic floor. Okay, make this the last one. And when you've completed, just bring those hands up onto the chest. Okay, so I'd like you to bring yourself up to a seated position. We're going to put the blocks to the side. Okay, we're going to do the half roll now. So what I'd like you to do is to be sitting nice and tall. Make sure that those knees are in line with the hips. And a way that you can actually do this is if you put your feet together, okay, and then with your toes touching, I want you to open your heels as far as they go. All okay? And then now place your toes in line with your heels, and that should be perfectly in line with your hips. Okay? So what I'll do is roll down. Okay, so we're going to sit tall, think about spine nice and long. Okay, we're going to bring the hands up in front. And what we're going to do is we're going to curl our spine into a C shape as we go back. We're going to hold it here. And then we're going to bring it forwards, over the top, coming up, relaxing those shoulders down. Okay? If you find it too hard with the hands up, you can bring the hands underneath here. If you find that you need your support and do the exercise in the same way, I will show you how to do that. So you're sitting tall, you curl the spine back into that C shape, pulling that belly button area down. Nice and flat, shoulders relax. Come forwards. And up we come. Relax those shoulders. Breathing pattern if you would like one. So you breathe in to prepare. You exhale to roll back. Inhale to hold. Exhale to come forwards. Bringing up and relaxing those shoulders down. Keep going. I'm turning so you can see me. In, we come back to a C shape. Okay, we hold it there. We come forwards, relaxing those shoulders down. Okay, one more. Remember, if it becomes too much, you can hold underneath the thighs. So we're working into the tummy area here. Try not to dome the tummy. Think about the belly button going nice and flat. Making sure you relax the shoulders down. You come up here. We'll do one more. There we go. That's great. Coming up. And relax those shoulders. I'd now like you to turn around so that you're on the other side, so face me. And now go the other way, the way that you've been. So if you could face the wall that way, ladies. That's great. Okay, Annie, you may need to turn to face me just while I show you the exercise quickly. Okay, so what we're going to do, same exercise essentially, but now what I want to do is reach to the side, okay? So we're going to breathe in to prepare, come down, C shape. You're now going to reach back. So you're grabbing something at that corner, working into this whole area here. I'm coming up tall. That's it, and away. And up, that's it. Okay, so you exhale as you take the arm away. If you'd like to add in the breathing pattern, as you curl that spine, inhale as we come back. Making that lovely C shape with your back. Curving that spine under. Okay, making sure those shoulders relax and so if you make sure that you're facing me with the way that you are, so that you can see me. Okay? So everybody should be facing me, nobody facing the back. Just make sure, if we have gone through, that basically you should be now working on the other leg. Okay? Do you feel that you're doing the same leg there? Yeah. I do as well. Turn around, that's okay. Right, so Annie, if you could face me, please. And just come to the end of the mat. That's it. So ladies, I have put you into that position so that you were there facing. So come to the other side of the mat. That's it, lovely. Then you'll be doing your other leg. Yeah, that's fine. So place your blocks at the end. That's it. That's great. Okay, we're all good. So everybody now should be doing the opposite leg to the one that we worked before. Should you do that one? Okay, apologies. Turn around then. All right. Okay, so we're back the other way. So, hand out above. Let's put the block on our heads again. Just check our alignment. Okay, bringing those feet in front. We're moving on to the single leg lift. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies. We're all doing our opposite legs now, aren't we? Okay, fantastic. So just make sure you're not rolling forwards, you're not rolling backwards. You can have your hand here or here. Okay, so we're activating those bottom muscles. So we're pointing and lifting. Okay, flexing, activating that central area, squeezing shut. Pointing and lifting, flexing and lower. Pointing and lifting, flexing and lowering. Pointing, extending through that feet, carry on, flexing and lowering. Breathing pattern, if you would like it, you breathe in as you lift, exhale as you flex and you lower. Trying not to rock forwards or backwards, really firing into those bottom muscles and your glutes. Okay, at this point, if you did both legs on the other side, now try and bring in both legs on this side as well. Okay, so what we did was we lifted the legs up, and you're lifting the top leg and closing, and up and down. That's it. If you just had your single leg before, stay with the single leg. And if you need a break again, please feel free to do so. Okay, let's make this the last one. Let's relax those legs down. If you need to give it a little rub, please feel free. How are we all doing? We're alright. Okay, fine. Bring that in the bottom. Good to hear. Okay, let's bring those knees up again. Chalk circle on this side. So bringing the hand down in front of the chest, taking it out in front. Bringing those knees up, squeezing those thighs, activating that pelvic floor, remembering to activate that central area. Chalk circle, middle finger is chalk. So let's take it round. Follow it with the head. That's it, bringing your hand across to rejoin the circle. So thinking about squeezing the thighs, keeping them stable, opening up, stretching across. This is helping with the mobility of the shoulders, opening up the chest area, activating the pelvic floor. So breathing, if you would like it, breathe in as you take it up, exhale as you come back down the other way. Okay, let's take it the other way now. So let's reverse that circle. So we're bringing it back up and over. I apologise about the vibrations. I think I'm doing building work out front. So trying to really aim to get that hand on the floor, working to the best of your ability. Okay, let's make this the last one. Bringing the hands up to the chest. Cross them onto our shoulders. Once we're ready, in a time, in a way that's comfortable for you, let's come over onto our backs. Now the block is optional. We're going to move on to hip roll to begin with. I'd actually like you, just while we're here, just check that alignment with your legs. So let's do what we did before. So coming back down onto our backs. Okay, place your feet together. Now open them up, so you've got your toes touching. Now open up the heels, so they're as far as they can go, and now straighten your toes in line with those heels. That's your hip alignment. Okay, let's just do a couple of pelvic tilts. So let's tilt it forwards, leaving that arc underneath the spine. And now curve that C into the mat. And then come back to that midway point to your neutral spine. Okay, so we're going to move on to hip roll. So what I would like to do is to take your hands either side of the mat with your palms facing up. Your shoulder girdle is your stability within this exercise, okay? So what I would like you to do is you're going to bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle. Tabletop position. Make sure that those knees don't come too close to the body and they're not too far away. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to drop our legs over to the side, and we can take our head the other way. We're going to bring those legs back up to the central area. If any of you feel that this is too strong for you, you can place your feet down on the floor and take the knees over to the side. And bring it back up to the central area. So I'll work at this level at the moment. So if you like a breathing pattern for this, we breathe in as we come across. Exhale as you bring it back to that central area, keeping those shoulder blades in the mat, keeping it lovely and stable. Activating that central area. If any of you are feeling a little bit stronger today, we can add in a leg extension as we go across. So you take the legs across, you extend the legs out, you bring them in and bring them back across. So continue at the level that is right for your body, making sure those shoulders are staying nice and stable in the mat. Okay, and you can take your hands up a little wider. I bring your feet down for this exercise. Yes, if you put your feet on the floor, and just go from side to side on that one for today. So if you bring your ankles up a little bit more, that's it. Just lift your ankles, I would say probably at that level, and come across, just keep your shoulders there. Again, if you need to stop at any point, you can. This is really beautifully working into the stomach area, into the sides, stretching out the spine. Okay, let's make this our last one. And coming back to the central area, placing your feet down on the floor. Okay, let's bring our right knee into our chest. Extend the left out long. Just give that a little bit of a hug in. Drop that down, swap the legs over. Okay, so extend both of your legs out long. Let's take the arms above the head. Let's really stretch through that right arm. And then our left, having a lovely, lovely stretch. Really extend through those toes. Okay, so coming back, bring those arms down. Now if you have now, up we come. Hold it here. Exhale. As you slowly roll down through your spine. So off we go again. So tilt it forwards. If you want a breathing pattern, you breathe in, so tilt it forwards. Exhale as you tuck it under, squeeze the bottom muscles. Up we come. Lovely ski slope, not too high. Hold it here. And slowly think about coming back down through that spine like a chain on a bike. Now you might find you have an area of tightness. Just become aware of that. Okay. Option today, if you like to, I'm going to add in some arms. So we'll tilt the pelvis forward. We'll bring it back. And as we lift, I'd like to add in some arms that go back and up and over the head. Hold it there. And slowly arc back down as you come back down through. Okay, with nice flowing movements. Just really concentrate. Try and make every movement equal. That there's a lovely flow. So both arms together as we go up. So go both arms together. That's it. And then back down. Or if you're just happy staying at the base level with the shoulder bridge, that's fine. So we're really working in the mobility of the spine. With this exercise, we're working into the muscles in the lower back, into the bottom, as I'm sure you're all starting to feel it. Again, work with the level that you feel is best for your body. So if you need to drop it underneath, that's fine. Okay, so the pencil between the big toe and the middle toe, a small circle on the ceiling. Just rotating, keeping that pelvis area stable. Thinking of that movement within the hip. Okay, and reverse the fine. Okay, relaxing those legs down. I'd like you to turn and come up so that we're in a seated position. How are we all doing? Is it alright? Okay. So let's just sit with our legs wide. If this isn't comfortable for you, okay, you can have your legs bent here, okay, or you can place your bottom on the block. I'd just like you to walk your hands forward a little way so that you're feeling the stretch within the muscles here. So lovely straight back if you can. That's it, just walking forwards. Are we feeling it here? Oh yes. Yeah. Okay, just breathe into that a little bit more. And then a little bit further. Well done, we really have nearly done. We're automating it well. Okay, so sitting back up, let's bring those legs together. Okay, I'd like you to bring your right leg in, okay? I'm going to take it and cross it over your left. Okay, we're going to take the opposite arm up into the air. We're going to take it across the back of the elbow to the back of the knee and sit tall. Okay, turn to the back. Come to the front, look to the front, uncross the arm, uncross the leg. Let's do the other side. So bringing the leg in, cross it over the other one. The opposite arm to the knee that is bent, take it in the air. Take it across. This is where we tie ourselves in knots, isn't it? Okay, push up, sit tall, turn to the back. Come round to the front again, release. Okay, so just bring your feet round to the side. We're going to come up, just tuck those toes under. Now if any of you have any blood pressure issues or do get a little bit dizzy, just keep your head up at this level. And slowly roll up so that we're coming up through the body and facing forwards. Okay, so guys, if you face inwards again, if you come forwards as we were at the beginning. So just come back to that Pilates stance. We'll have a couple of roll downs. So I'd like you to breathe in and nod your chin. Down we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit further than we did at the beginning. Okay, and relax. And up we come. Can we get a bit further this time? Yeah. Okay, let's do that again. So breathing in, nod your chin. So exhale, just slowly roll down. Okay, at the bottom, just twist to the sides. Okay, slowly come up. I'd like to come up and take those hands back into a back bend. Okay, we're going to brush the floor, bend the knees and circle the arms. Come up, here we go. Up we come, we're going to do that a couple more times. Down we go. That's it. One more time. Down we go. Circling the arms. That's lovely. Take it out to a wide squat. And squeeze it too. Bring the hands down. And give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. You worked really, really, really hard. So well done for the class. Do you have any feedback for me regarding the class at all? How are you all feeling? Yeah. One at a time. One at a time. Not speaking. So to me? Yeah, very good. Feels like muscles will work. Yeah. Good. Great. Okay. And does anybody have anything to say about any of my teaching? Did you find it clear? Very good. More. I'll pay you later. Thanks very much. Okay. If any of you have got any other comments and feel that there's something else that you would like to write down, there are some feedback forms here. If I could just ask you to pack away your equipment and leave it as you found it. It's nice and neat and tidy. And thank you very much. You've been a wonderful class and you worked extremely well. Thank you very much. Okay.